Okay, I don't have a presentation. I was just hacking straight, 48 hours. I'm like about to fall over, and thank you. There's a couple levels to this. One is the product level, and it's essentially if you combine Web3 with eBay, right? Like a marketplace where you can buy like real products. The basic idea is that multiple people can join up into like a purchasing pool, and then that should theoretically like reduce the price because they're buying it wholesale. Like even though it's retail, like for each person, like they're joining into like one big purchase. I think the more interesting thing though is really just like the code. Like honestly, like that's what I'd really like to show. I mean, I could talk about the product, I can show the demo. Actually, I should probably make sure it's working. 1 second. Start a relayer. Yeah. Okay, so the goals of the Neutron free-form track were to really focus on IBC and to do something complex. So that was really the inspiration. The real-world problem kind of fell out of that, and I do think there's a potential product here. But the real goal here, whoops, no, did not want to do that. Okay, it's going to recreate all the channels. Damn it. Okay. Yeah, wrong command. All right, I'll have to show it working later. Let's talk about code. One of the main complexity sides of this, but it's actually a very good thing that makes life easier, is that everything is in Rust. That includes the front end, right? Like you can see on the screen, like this is actually rendering HTML. This is a working web page. You have to take my word for it right now, but, sorry? Yeah, it's in Wasm, yeah. Yeah, it's, and not only that, and it's using a shared crate between the contracts and the front end. So if you change a type in the shared crate, you get compile errors everywhere. And even more interesting, if you add like a method to the data structure, you get that method both in the front end and the contract. So you don't have to do things like recreate all your calculations and stuff in TypeScript and recreate all your formulas. Add a method to your data structure and just have it everywhere. You can see also that there's multiple wallets. It's actually binding to CosmJS. I would love to have a Rust client in the browser, but we're not there yet. But it's binding to CosmJS and creating multiple signing wallets. I could see it sending a message through the Kujira wallet. So right, so the product itself, let me see, maybe the channel's finished. I can get this up. No, okay. That sucks. All right, 1 second. Maybe it'll just work magically. No, all right. All right. Let's get back to the code. Happens to the best. Yeah. There is a video demo. I recorded a video demo, but then I was getting rate limited, like partway through that. But it is up there. I'll share it later. Right. So the way it works is that you send funds to Kujira. That then creates a purchase on the Neutron side of things. It mints an NFT on Stargaze, and basically it's just sending messages back and forth between all these 3 different chains, and it all just works when it does. Oh, man, yeah. All right. One other thing, in terms of building and deploying and keeping all of that together, the building and deploying process creates this JSON file that updates like the IBC port, updates the addresses, updates all this stuff. And again, same idea. This JSON file is used in the front end and it's using the tooling. So like you don't have to like update things in 10 different places. One file used everywhere, imported in everywhere you need it. Yeah, and I guess that's it. I guess the other main thing to point out is just the way the IBC is set up is that Neutron is kind of in the hub because it's the Neutron track, right? So that's the hub. It has multiple channels, both to Kujira and Stargaze, and with messages going back and forth. So I think if anyone wants to like dig into the code base, I'd be happy to talk about it more. Yeah, that's it.